Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And that one will bounce. We will start here at the 25. This from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. They've got his man complete. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A huge play there for Arizona. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll guard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Bryan Edwards
have taken the early lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders. Will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Carr.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round?
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. And so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Carr completes it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Raiders. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 41, Carr.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter. as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Yeah, it's on.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. 102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On play action, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, touchdown! It's complete. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Eluding. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Las Vegas, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.